late at night, and we follow a car driving down Nu'uanu Valley. There's a couple sitting inside driving silently. There's an unspoken tension between them as the woman looks out her passenger window and the man holds onto the steering wheel more tightly than he ought to. Rain patters on the windshield, and old wiper blades leave streaks with each pass, and the headlights from oncoming traffic catch on the streaks a bit, but it's late enough that those moments are few and far between. The woman turns pointedly. I told you to replace the wipers. Really? That's what you're going to bring up now? Well, I'm just saying, it's dangerous. The man sighs. The woman retreats into silence. Another beat passes as they near the end of Nu'uanu. There are 2 lanes from the right, but that doesn't matter much this late at night. Abruptly, the man steers the wheel sharply to the right and takes the last turn before Pali Highway. What are you doing? Why? Are you scared? Well, it's dark. Less cars over here, so I can use my brights. His final response shuts her up. The tension mounts as she retreats into silence once more. The car's brights catch on the tree lines surrounding them, and it's almost as though the anxiety no longer solely exists between them, but is held by something outside of this car. You see, there are rumors about the road they've taken. A grisly murder in the mid-1900s gave way to tales of all sorts. The legitimacy of these stories have long been under dispute, but they serve as warnings, shared in hushed whispers by kids in the schoolyard. But warnings are only worthwhile if heeded before the mistake is made. And this man has already made his mistake, taking the right turn to Morgan's Corner after dark. Their car was found the next morning by an unsuspecting tow truck driver, scanning the area for those errantly parked along Nu'uanu Pali Drive. All 4 doors to the car were open. The tow driver scanned the car but failed to look beyond the things that one would be expected to look at. It's not his fault. A man who lives in the mundane isn't trained to look for the extravagant. Signs of fingernails clawing at the dash, a rip in the seat, a wild crack in the windshield. These all go unnoticed by the driver. The man fails to even notice that the doors were nearly ripped off of their hinges, just barely hanging on by some lucky nuts and bolts. All the signs scream that something amiss has taken place, but the man just sighs and places his hands on his hips. He brings out his clipboard to start jotting down vehicle info, but as he's writing the license plate number, a single drop of deep red soaks into the page. And all at once, the man is invited to see beyond the haze of the mundane. His gaze is slowly drawn upward as another blot of red drips onto his cheek. His eyes adjust to the light stringing through the branches of the banyan tree above him, and the color leaves his face. For Morgan's Corner has claimed its latest victim. Listening to Dawn Patrol, a collective imagination miniseries brought to you by Raven Quill and the fine folks on Patreon. Thank you to Raven Quill. Head over to Raven and Quill 808 on Instagram to find the most beautiful dice that you'll ever see. Dice that we're rolling at this table for this miniseries. We are playing Monster of the Week by Michael Sands and Evil Hat Productions. And aren't we nervous? Why don't we go around the table and introduce ourselves, the nervous crew.
I'm Sabrina Chong Tim, and I am playing Kandili Noan.
How's it, guys? My name is Austin Chong Tim, and I am playing Makana Kalanui.
I'm Jacob Coulson, and I'm playing Connor Conway.
And I'm Paco. I am the keeper for the evening. Now, This is a different game. If you didn't listen to the first episode, crazy that you're deciding to start with the second. Go back and listen to the first one. It's where we make all of our characters for this mystery, talk about the world, and talk about the game that we're playing. There is something that I want to read out right at the beginning of the episode so that we know what we are doing. There's agendas for the hunters, aka the players, as well as me, the keeper. Let's start with the hunter agendas. These are things to keep in mind as we play. Act like you're the hero in this story, because you are. Make your own destiny. Find the damn monsters and stop them. And play your hunter like they're a real person. As for me, the keeper, my agenda is to make the world seem real, to make hunters' lives dangerous and scary, and to play to see what happens. I always add a fourth one, as I do with every game, which is be the player's biggest fan. As you heard from the opening narration, we're telling a story that takes place on a very familiar island, the island of O'ahu, in the state of Hawaii. Without further ado, let's get to the story. Makana Kalanui. It is mid-morning in Kalihi, and the sun is beating down as always. The walk from your truck to your office already has you nearly breaking a sweat. It's Hawaii. It's just that humid. And you've been commuting to your office for a few years now. There's a part of you that wonders if real estate is still a worthwhile investment every time you make the walk to your office. Yeah, Kalihi is technically part of Honolulu, but it really doesn't feel that way when you can see the full skyline of Honolulu off in the distance instead of surrounding you. You don't feel like part of the action here in Kalihi. But offices in Honolulu are for people who've made it, and you're still very much trying to make it. Today feels different, and as you approach your locked office just off of Nimitz Highway, you know why that is. There's a woman standing there. She's a bit older, short, slightly dark skin. She's wearing makeup, but it looks like it keeps getting messed up and reapplied. She's finishing up a cigarette, and as she looks at you, can you describe for me who this woman sees?
She sees a just under 6 feet tall Hawaiian man. He is dark brown skinned. His hair is short, which is quite the contrast from his beard, which is a little bit unruly, patchy in places. But despite his hair and his beard, he does have an aloha shirt on because it is business casual. But to counter the heat, he is wearing shorts, which is a little weird considering it is work hours. But it's his own office, so.
My brother, it is not weird at all.
All right, cool.
The woman looks at you, stamping out the cigarette, says, "Oh, sorry, yeah, the door said 10 a.m. You know, I just want to make sure I was first in line," but looks around. There's not much of a line, yeah?
Well, how can I help you?
I mean, do you want to have this conversation out here, or you want to go inside?
All right, yeah, let's take it inside.
One thing that you notice while having this conversation with her, she's sniffling. Like there's something confrontational about coming to see you today. That makeup that keeps getting messed up and reapplied. You're confident this woman's probably been crying.
Can I help you with some coffee, or?
Yeah, you know, if you got it, I'm just going to take a seat or something.
What kind of pops in a Keurig pod, and he starts allowing it to power on because it takes quite a bit, and he resumes the conversation.
Yeah, sorry, I don't really know how I'm supposed to start this, but you investigate, yeah?
I do. Well, why don't we start off with your name?
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm Tina. You can call me Auntie Tina. You still look pretty young. She slaps you on the shoulder.
Tina, okay. Last name?
Lau.
I know some Laos. Are you from Kalihi, or?
No. I'm from West Side, but honestly, probably related.
Okay. Small island.
Yeah. Yeah, you an investigator, yeah?
Yeah.
So, do you have the jurisdiction to make arrests, or?
Jurisdiction. I typically just investigate. That's what my title is. There's a thing called a citizen's arrest, but there are quite a few rules involved. Can we start with what you need investigated?
My daughter, she's always been a pretty good girl, but she started dating this guy a couple months ago, and we knew it was going to happen, but it's been about a week and she hasn't come home.
Let me guess, you went to the police and they said this is typical behavior.
Yep, exactly. And so they just don't want to do their job. They just sit on top of the whatever kind of paperwork they don't want to do.
Tell me about it.
So I guess, I don't know, you charge by the hour or what?
Well, first, what makes you think that there's something wrong besides, what if they went camping or something like that?
Well, her phone is not answering. It's been unlike her, but it's not unlike her boyfriend. And she always says like, oh no, he's good. He works HPD. Like, he's good.
He works HPD?
Yeah, he's on cop.
Oh, what's his name?
Dixon Pacheco.
Does the name sound familiar?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
It is the name of your ex-partner while working in the HPD. Why don't you tell me what Makana's opinion of a guy like Dixon Pacheco is?
I mean, Dixon is in his mid-30s. He is what you consider a Hapa Hawaiian. He's mixed, but he has been here his whole life. Dixon has always been someone that skirts the line of what's acceptable and what's legal. And the fact that he's involved with this young girl too is typically his MO.
There are some memories between Makana and Dixon that maybe can unfold as we play. But yeah, you're not surprised at this conversation. She said, yeah, I guess the biggest thing that had us kind of worried is that we have the trackers on our phones, right? Just so we always know where each other's at. She disabled them when she was in town. She never made it back.
And you haven't heard anything from Dixon?
Nope, nothing. People getting murdered, yeah? It's scary.
I mean, it's your daughter, so let's not jump to conclusions. I'm so sorry. I didn't even catch her name. What's her name?
Sienna
Lau. Okay. Let me make a few calls and let me write down your information, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. There's just, one more thing. Like, when she turned her phone off, they already hit Nu'uanu. So that's the last place we know. And you see her getting choked up and scared. Yeah, murders are happening.
Listen, everything is going to be all right. I'll do the best that I can to bring her home.
Thank you. She grabs your hand. For real. Thank you. I don't know what I'd do. Husband's already been gone for a while, and she's kind of the last one that I got.
Please sign here, here, and here for $100 an hour. Just kidding. Just kidding. Kidding.
Oh, dude.
But let's be real.
Yeah.
But I gotta make some money.
Come on.
You ever wonder why you don't make as much money? It's because cases like this, my guy.
They tug on the heartstrings. Yeah.
Oof. All right. Tina stands up. She's headed off. You see that she's kind of in business casual herself, maybe works somewhere downtown. But as you're left alone in your office, you're realizing lights aren't even really turned on yet. There's sunlight coming in and you can kind of see the dust swirling around. But what does this space look like?
Yeah, it's a It's a pretty small space, you know. Makana is working his way up to eventually move to the city, like the real city, right? Not Kalihi, like downtown Kaka'ako, you know.
Oh, Kaka'ako.
Yes, and yeah, his current space is small, and as Tina observed, business isn't always flowing, you know? How often do people go missing or something needs to get investigated?
Yeah. There's a couple things she said in that conversation that still kind of stand out to you, but what's Makana's next course of action here?
Makana immediately thinks of one of his friends who are still in HPD, a man by the name of Junior Silva.
Mm-hmm.
And he brings his phone out of his pocket and pulls up Junior's name and starts forming a text message. Hey, how's it, my brother? Has Dixon been coming to work? Just got a investigation request about a girl that he is involved with. Mahalo. And I hit send.
There's a couple minutes of you kind of going about your routine. You're like just flipping on the air conditioning when you hear that ping from your phone sitting on your desk. You take a look. You see a very formal looking message because he's got periods and proper punctuation and stuff. And it just says, it's probably best if we talk about this in person. Is that restaurant downstairs from your office still open?
Just opened. And I hit send back.
Nice. I'll see you there in 2 hours.
Okay, shoots.
The rest of your morning kind of goes by checking some emails. Your emails are mostly filled with spam, Amazon recommendations because you bought one thing 2 months ago. And now they just want to make sure you want more of that one thing, stuff like that.
They always get you.
Always. But after a couple hours, your alarm goes off, notifying you to head downstairs. You lock your office behind you. You take a left down a walkway, take another left down a stairwell, and you're right in front of the restaurant. It's a pretty traditional diner, New Wallaby Cafe. The new part of the sign is because the restaurant, like you said, recently reopened. After going under, like so many businesses did a couple years ago, Wallaby Cafe can't stay down for long. And so New Wallaby Cafe is right there.
Yeah, it's crazy too because like the sign used to have like part of the letters like blacked out. So it would like just every week I swear it was like a new word.
Yeah. As you're headed inside, like most things in this part of town, things have largely gone unchanged even when big shakeups happen to the businesses. When they come back, they don't really revitalize as much as they do the same thing that they've been doing because that thing works. And it works for a specific clientele. There's a lot of old people catch the bus onto Nimitz because the bus stop's right there. They have the same thing that they've been having every Monday through Friday for years, and it's popular. There's a lot of people, but they're all keeping to themselves, eating their, hamburger gravy plates, and there is one person, Junior Silva, giving you a big wave, tattooed arms that are poking into his uniform, piercings, things that don't traditionally look like a professional person, but Junior is one of the most professional people you know.
Hey, how's it, brah? How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
Things have been better, but let's talk.
Yeah. Some crazy questions you're asking today, yeah?
Is it really though? I mean, is Dixon getting into more trouble or what?
Brada, I don't know how much I'm allowed to tell you here, but you know what? Just for old time's sake, I can key you in on some stuff, but I can't let it get traced back to me, Jordan, he's
oh no.
He's turning 6. Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm just figuring if I'm going to scratch your back, you got to go scratch mine too, yeah? Your auntie, she still get like the bounce house, yeah? I'm just trying to make his birthday party spectacular.
You know what? I will personally contact Auntie.
If you just gonna provide if she get like shave ice machine or something on the side, like that's all right too. But I'm not gonna ask for too much. I just want to make sure I'm not doing anything for free. Yeah.
You guys need the PA system too, or
no? I still get.
All right.
This one, some Bose.
All right.
Bose sound speaker. Got them from Best Buy. Yeah. Got karaoke built in too.
Sure, Junior.
Okay. I'm pretty comfortable then. So, you heard about the kind that happened on Morgan's Corner?
Oh, don't talk to me about this superstitious crap again.
No. It's not one spooky stories this time. This is real stuff happened. You never check out Hawaii News Today?
I don't go on social media, brah.
Well, we tried to keep the story from leaking too soon, but Dr. Arakaki, he identified the body the other day. Dixon's gone.
Was there anyone with him, or?
There was DNA or two people on the scene, but we really could only find one body. And honestly, hard pressed to call it one body. That bugger was spread everywhere.
So Tina Lau has been calling you guys too then, I imagine.
Yeah, we just can't say with full gradation of confidence that we know it's her daughter. So, you don't want to speak out of turn. That, and you remember, we always getting hit with something. Chief Kamealoha, he's got his hand in a lot of cookie jars, yeah? And we can't afford the scrutiny right now, so...
I don't like that guy.
I know you're not going to go to the press about nothing, but we can't come forward with this information.
Are you freaking kidding me? That chief is covering this up?
Hey, let's not get too loud, but it's not the first time he's been covering things up.
Yeah, I didn't like Dixon, but I wouldn't wish this upon him.
There's people who might.
I need your help then. I need to investigate and need to know what time I can actively search.
Parks Department, they're trying to close the place off to hikers, yeah? It's kind of near that waterfalls hike. They're just using it as an excuse to crack down. So I can put in a word, because they're going to have some people posted up trying to make sure nobody's sticking around. But, there better be one shave ice machine at Jordan's birthday.
Don't worry about it, okay?
Okay.
Leaving whatever you like.
Yeah, don't skimp out either. I want mochi for the toppings too,
Okay.
All right. Hey, HPD would be a lot better place if they...
Don't even finish that sentence, bro.
All right. You're covering this too then.
Okay.
And he reaches out a hand, shakes your hand, says, I gotta get back. But, yeah, don't get into too much trouble. He pats you on the shoulder, waves at some people that he knows on his way out. But you hear the door ring behind you.
Makana takes out his phone and searches through his contacts list for someone that he met a few weeks back. Someone that might just have what he needs.
We head down Nimitz Highway until we start approaching some taller buildings. The buildings for people who made it. We head up this one building, higher up the building than most people, but not so high that it's this rich and gaudy penthouse. No, it's still pretty modest, but enough space for a person to not only live, but do their work. And we find someone in the midst of their work. It's midday, We join this man seated at a desk. RGB panels on his back wall, illuminating washes projecting from behind his computer screen. There's a glow of neon purple all throughout this room as blackout curtains make sure nothing gets in. This is a streamer in Hawaii, but of course, it's already the end of the day where the mainland is, and that's where the real audience is at. We see this man clad in expensive headphones, speaking into an expensive microphone, and is finishing up regaling his audience with the end of his latest tale.
That's a wrap for tonight, folks. Whether it's truth or legend, the hunt never stops. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and keep your eyes on the shadows. Until next time, happy hunting.
You click a glowing button on your stream deck. The production ceases, but your finger, it accidentally presses the second button next to it as well. And it also turns off the LED washes at the same time that you stop your stream. The computer sitting before you, a black mirror. Can you describe the face of the man reflected back at him?
Connor is in his mid-20s. He is 100% white. White as can be. He is not from here, but he's practically a local at this point.
Yeah.
Jacob?
Practically.
He is clean-shaven. He has wide eyes. They're more so filled with immaturity, and he's the kind of person that you'd see on the street and go, do I know him? But kind of just brush it off anyways.
Yeah. Not the person that you'd run up to be like, oh my gosh, I'm such a fan. Rest assured, there are some people.
Yes, definitely. But he chose Hawaii for a reason, and it's far away from his main crowd.
What's on Connor's mind in the moments of finishing up a stream?
He's kind of tired just because he has to start his day a little bit earlier than everybody else to do his work. He's pretty excited for the rest of his day because now this is where he gets to do whatever he wants to do.
With this open determination for the rest of your day, you hear a ping on your phone.
He picks up his phone. He looks at his messages. There's not too many people that have his contact because this is his personal.
You see that the message isn't a text message, but instead a message from your Discord. One person with the username Duendes808 sent a message. Killer stream, brada, had me looking over my shoulder 1000x LOL.
He sends back, thanks so much, bro. I'm glad that I'm able to scare some people XD.
Get another message almost immediately. Like as you're typing, you see the typing bubbles like pop up.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of scary, found something that might make for a good story next stream. You should check it out. Followed by a little attachment. It's a video from Hawaii News Today.
He pulls it up. He's not a regular watcher of the news, but when Duende sends something, he takes a look.
A lot of the video is pretty standard. They're just kind of beating around the bush before they get to the real meat. And so you do the thing where you scrub to like 33% of the way through because that's when the real stuff happens.
Exactly.
But you hear,
authorities have yet to release the man's identity, but law enforcement sources say the case is being treated as a homicide. A forensic team was on site overnight, and police have closed off portions of the hiking trails near Nu'uanu Pali Drive. The man who first discovered the body, local tow truck driver Wendell Lopez, described the scene as something out of a nightmare. I seen some gnarly stuff before, but this was different, yeah? Oh, brother was mangled beyond belief. HPD has yet to comment on these chilling details, nor have they confirmed whether forensic evidence supports Lopez's account. Are the stories of Morgan's Corner just tall tales, or is there some truth to the fables? I'm Ron Sabag from Hawaii News Today.
He pulls up his phone again and starts texting back. Mangled beyond belief? In Hawaii?
before you're able to hit send, your phone gets a call.
He looks at the number and he's already anticipating how this conversation's about to go before he picks it up. Hey, bro. What's going on?
Hey, how's it, Maryada? I know we met a few weeks back while you were practicing your native Hawaiian gathering rites. Listen, I need your help.
What kind of help can I do you for, dude?
You probably know already, but there's a man that was...
Mangled beyond belief?
Yes, but what the news didn't tell you is that there's also a missing person. Listen, do you still have that drone?
Yeah, I used it a while back for filming every now and then, but I don't really use it too much. I was thinking about selling it soon or something, but...
Don't sell it. Their security's been pretty tough around that area, but maybe we can check it out.
You can get me into that place?
I do know people, and I can protect you.
Hey, as long as you let me practice my native Hawaiian rites again, I guess.
You got it.
Alrighty. Aloha. And he closes the phone.
You still have that message to Duendes 808.
He finishes his thought before he sends it off.
You get back, bro, ... Things are getting crazier and crazier.
Speaking of crazy, I actually just got a hookup for this new mystery, I guess.
Catching cryptids at it again! ! 5 emojis. None of them make sense.
He'll let the phone rest at that point before he walks to his closet and checks out his drone, make sure everything's okay with it. All the batteries are charged.
Everything's pretty much prepped. You pack it all into a bag. There's a couple other pieces of gear that you second guess whether you should pack it into a bag.
He's gonna pack all his stuff into the bag.
Yeah.
And he's gonna change out of his regular clothes into his tactical gear, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He bought a lot of good stuff for this.
Even in best case scenario, a murder still happened. You just gotta be safe.
And that's why he's bringing his big knife.
All right. With a plan coming together for Makana and Connor later in the evening, the rest of the day goes by pretty uneventfully for the two of you. This is where we'd put in like a time lapse of like the sun like moving throughout the sky over Honolulu before the sky starts to get painted more of an orangish hue. Sunset's nearing, the workday's almost coming to a close. Deeper into Honolulu, late in the afternoon, just before sunset, we see Ka'ahu Hale, the First Circuit Judiciary Building. Candy, you're sitting in this sterile room atop a leather office chair, and it feels for a moment like you just got punched in the face. Your face is red as your two uncles and your cousins all look at you with a mix of rage, shock, and even disgust. Lola's urn, it's sitting in your lap, and you look down at it for a moment, seeing your reflection in the urn. Can you describe for me what Candy looks like?
You see a 28, around that age, later in her 20s.
Mm-hmm.
But she still has a little bit of a baby face, as she will until she's probably about 50, when the wrinkles will finally set in.
All the age at once.
Maybe not 50, maybe it's like 70. But you see a nice deep tan skin, a smaller frame, although she is taller than your average Filipino. She's about 5'9", taller than her uncles, that's for dang sure. And she's always dressed in color. So right now she has a lavender dress that looks like it was made in the 80s with one of those like circle collars. She has her big wire rim glasses on, hoping that they are hiding the tears about to well up, and her hair is pulled back in her usual ponytail.
You look at the urn, see yourself gather your composure for a moment before you look back up at the only person in this room who isn't related to you, the probate attorney, Mr. Alan Coe. Miss Noan, are you okay? Should I repeat that?
Please.
Okay. This is the last will and testament of Davina Noan, hereinafter referred to as the decedent. I, Davina Noan, a resident of the city and county of Honolulu, state of Hawaii, being of sound mind and disposing memory, do hereby appoint my granddaughter, Kandili Noan, as the sole beneficiary of my estate. I devise, bequeath, and give all my real property, personal property, financial assets, and any other holdings of which I may die possessed to Kandili Noan to have and to hold absolutely and in fee simple. I further direct that no provision shall be made for my children for reasons known to them.
Wow.
As he reads that again, even louder, there is a cacophony from your family. Some of them are targeting their verbal assaults towards you, some of them towards Mr. Coe. What do you do?
Candy kind of shrinks back into her chair. She's not really one to like go up against her uncles in this way, but at the same time, like, Lola just died not too long ago. And yeah, sure, like, people go through this thing where families dispute and families get into it, but she thought that maybe they would be safe from it. And now it's just kind of settling in that the only reason they've been here the last 6 months, the only reason they've been checking in on her and seeing how she's doing, because she was the only one that took care of her Lola. She was the only one who was there during that time. And she thought that they were being kind, and it just so happens that her real fear is realized.
It even gets to the point where your cousins are starting to yell at you like they were entitled to anything from this estate. They're yelling at you in full Tagalog, which carries its own weight.
Please stop. Please stop. It's enough already.
As you say that, they start to pull back just a little bit, still muttering things to themselves before Mr. Coe slides a letter. Please, this was included in the provisions as well. She said it was meant for your eyes only. Unless there's anything else that needs to be done here, you can settle your matters outside. And Kandili, if you need anything else, and he slides a business card. I know my services were retained by your grandmother prior to her death, but it extends to you as well.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
With him vacating your family one by one, start vacating as well before your Uncle Crisanto, is the last one to leave. He's calmed down. You know, Ma looked at you with a lot of respect, and I don't know why, but probably worth something to her, and I'm glad that you're worth something to somebody then. And then he shuts the door behind him, leaving you alone in this room.
I think that after that, that's the moment she just kind of breaks. She starts to clean up the things that she brought. She thought this would be a very different conversation, so she had brought pandesal from Golden Coin. Shout out Golden Coin, thank you so much for just being you, and
we love you.
We love you.
Salamat po.
Salamat po. And she starts to pick up her stuff and slowly, kind of waiting a little bit. She doesn't want to cross paths with her family, and she has a thought. Maybe I should read the letter now. And she opens it.
As you're stepping out, you notice that the sun's setting, And the street lamps in the surrounding area are just now flickering on. It provides not a whole lot of illumination for the letter itself. But as you break the stamp on the letter, it feels almost for a moment like there's a hum in your hands. And you look up. It's 6 p.m.
Yeah.
There are no cars. There are no bystanders. There's nothing as far as the eye can see in the heart of downtown at the end of a workday.
What?
Twilight is painting the sky, and right across the street, clad in white robes, is a very elderly woman looking right at you.
Do I recognize her?
No.
I look around and I, seeing that nobody is there except for this woman, I start to walk towards her.
As you walk towards her, she continues walking down the sidewalk on her end, almost in a way of like, follow me.
What does she look like?
She looks very old.
Okay.
And she looks so old that you don't feel rude, that it's the first thing that you notice.
Okay. I follow.
You're following for a while, to a point where it starts to feel aimless. Like, did I make a mistake?
Yeah.
You know, is this woman actually here for me? The letter is still like cracked open but unread, but you still feel that hum from it in your hands.
Mm-hmm.
But you still feel this compelling to follow before you get to a park area. You've been walking for 10, 15 minutes, not seeing anything. Nobody.
Okay.
As you arrive at this park, standing in the center of it, she plants her feet and looks back at you. How far away are you from her?
I would say 20 feet away.
She lifts up a hand, very frail, and waves for you to come closer.
Auntie, it's not safe to be out here by yourself. Do you need help?
Anong sabi niya safe? Come here.
She walks closer.
As you're getting closer, there's almost like a transparency to her that you didn't see before. As the hand lifts to you, you are so fearless, anak, and she pinches at your cheek.
What does it feel like?
It feels cold.
Saan ka pupunta? Where are you going today?
I am going to see you. It's good to finally meet you.
I'm Kandili.
Kandili.
What's your name?
Segunda. And she pinches at your cheek again. You look so much like Davina.
You knew my Lola?
Hey, come, you're treating me like a stranger. Your Lola, Didi, and I, we work together.
I'm sorry. I didn't.
Hey! No, she interrupts you again, slaps you on the cheek.
Hey.
Hey, acting like you don't know anything. You are alagad now. You opened the letter, yes? You work for me now.
I don't know if there's been a mistake. I didn't.
No mistake.
Should I read this?
There's nothing to be read. She transferred responsibility to you. You received her house, yes? You received her things, her money?
I mean, there's not a lot of money.
Ay.
Manang.
Disrespectful to your grandmother was rich in community.
Yes.
You are alagad now.
What?
You have some responsibilities. Did Davina not inform to you the responsibilities?
Inform to me the response. I'm sorry. Can you be more specific?
Ay.
Manang, why are there no people around? Where are we?
I don't want to be seen.
Oh. What?
Would you prefer for people to be around?
No, No?
Good.
Okay.
There's dangers.
Yes. What was Lola supposed to tell me?
I cannot give to you the responsibilities. If you do not know, then you'll have to find out. Oh, I can tell you one thing.
Okay.
You have to survive. And you hear
What?
like the sound of a trash can being knocked over from behind you.
I look behind me.
You see a shadow on 4 legs, almost like the shape of a wolf, with piercing red eyes looking at you.
I look back at her.
She's gone.
No.
What do you do?
Has it noticed me?
It's looking right at you.
I begin to walk away slowly. I'm trying to just slowly back out of the way. Putting the letter in my pocket. I think I should read a bad situation.
I think so too.
First roll.
First roll, let's go. No whammies, no whammies. Come on. Oh my god.
Thank you to Raven and Quill
Thank
for
you,
the beautiful
Raven and
dice.
Quill. Please let them be good. Hey Paco. Hey Paco.
What? Uh-oh.
I rolled a 7. -1
No.
for a 6. That is a solid fail.
Oh. How does Candy misread the situation here?
She thinks that it doesn't sense her movements.
And so you stand very still?
Like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. If she doesn't move, this thing won't see her anymore.
I'm going to take a soft move, okay? Because it's the first roll. You see, it confirmed definitely notices you because it breaks into a full sprint.
How is this a soft move? I'm gonna try to jump out of the way.
All right, act under pressure.
Oh, okay. 6 + 4, 10.
On a 10, you jump out of the way. You jump with a dexterousness that felt unexpected even for you. But the wolf, if you can call it that, does not notice, does not see, is moving its head around, trying to figure out where you went, giving you a little bit more time. What do you do?
I'm going to run. I'm gonna try to find a hiding spot, like straight up.
You continue to run, finding a hiding spot. On a 10, where we're carrying this act under pressure on, you duck into an alleyway behind a trash can. This thing continues to stalk up and down the street. And after a while, you start to see that the people that should be there and the vehicles are starting to flicker back into place. But you still see this thing, this shadow.
Oh my gosh.
Now stalking among crowds, but people go on their day like nothing's wrong. And this thing's not really targeting these people either. But a couple minutes pass of you hiding there, and you don't see it anymore. In a couple more minutes, you feel confident that this thing, whatever it is, could be gone.
Feeling a little bit more safe in this area, she's gonna open the letter.
As you do, you see written nothing. But there is something almost embossed upon it in an ancient script, a pre-colonial script. It doesn't form words. It doesn't form, or at least things that are legible or understandable, but almost instead acting in place of like runes or something. Some things on this page are glowing intermittently before eventually it all dies down. The hum leaves it, and you're just looking at a piece of paper.
And everybody's back.
And everybody's back.
Candy's gonna stand up and kind of just like shake her head, like, what just happened? You know, kind of feel her pulse, like, am I okay? Like, what just happened? Maybe it didn't happen. And she's going to just try to slip in the crowd and head to the bus station where she was planning on going.
You feel dazed, almost in like a dreamlike state for the remainder of your commute home. But you eventually arrive home. It's a place that you've called home for your entire life. It's Lola Didi's house. As of today, it's your house.
Yeah.
Where is this house?
Pololo Valley.
Nice. You're sitting on the bus for a while. The twilight turns to night, and it's even a little bit later than you'd like for it to be when you're arriving. For the remainder of this commute,
Yeah.
nothing really seems out of place.
She's trying to convince herself that that was all because she's distraught.
Is she successful in convincing herself that?
Almost.
I'd say enough to comfortably get home without like feeling the giddiness build up into you breaking into a sprint.
Yes, almost.
Almost there though.
She's on the edge of breaking into a sprint and trying to get inside the house as quickly as possible.
Like when you turn off the lights and have to run up the stairs.
Oh
Yeah, or run down the hallway. Yes.
You make it into the door. You close it behind you. A couple lights are still on. You turn them on before you left to ward off anybody who might think nobody's home.
Yep, absolutely. I'm a single woman living at home by herself now, yes.
A loneliness settles into this house. For a house that has felt lonely for a while but didn't feel lonely for the entirety of your life.
Yeah.
You flip the TV on to try and understand a little bit more about what's happening in the community at large before you see a report on TV, Hawaii News Today.
After I turn on the TV, I go to the kitchen and I start making dinner. I'm making ketchup hot dogs.
Nice. As you're doing so, you hear on the TV,
Forensic analyst Dr. Arakaki has yet to publicly release the identity of the victim. Community activists are now demanding transparency, accusing HPD of withholding key details. When asked if the department has reason to believe the victim was a police officer, Chief Reese Kamealoha declined to comment, stating only that the investigation remains ongoing. But with no arrests, no new leads, and rising frustration from the public, one question lingers. What truths lay hidden in Morgan's corner? I'm Ron Sabag, Hawaii News Today.
there's a photo that they show of the scene.
Mm-hmm.
And you see something in the photo that you don't think was seen by anybody else. Or at least you'd have to think that it wasn't seen by anybody else. Because deep in this valley, Nu'uanu Valley, just beyond the tree line of where this crime scene took place, you see piercing red eyes in a looming shadowy figure just out of reach. Hello there, dear listener. I'm Paco, the keeper for Dawn Patrol. Just wanted to break into the program for a little bit to say thank you so much for listening to Dawn Patrol. We also wanted to take this moment to just throw some gratitude around to a whole bunch of different people. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors. First off, Raven Quill. Aaron and Jen, we had met both of them last year at, I think it was a Comic-Con. We found their booth and just got caught up chatting for a while and told them about this project. And from day one, they were just huge supporters of it. So we wanted to send out a huge thank you to Raven Quill, particularly Aaron Miyasaka, a local dice maker who truly makes some of the greatest dice that I've ever seen. They provided the dice that all of our players, all of the hunters, are rolling for Dawn Patrol. They're beautiful, intricate designs, well-balanced. Honestly, the perfect tool to tell your RPG stories at the table. Visit ravenandquill.shop to take a look at their stock, which is always updating, by the way. You can also find them on Instagram at ravenandquill808. Your character is one of a kind, so get a dice set unique to them. This miniseries is also sponsored by Tabletop O'ahu 2025. The fall convention is coming up very, very soon. Sarah and I, we went both in November as well as the May, I want to say it was, the May Con. Both times we found new board games that quickly became at home in our home. Not like we took them from the con, but we like love them so much that we bought them. Because it's like a little rental library that they've got going on where you walk through these aisles of way more board games than you've ever seen in your entire life. You look at one that you love, check it out, grab a table, and you can either bring your friends that you already have, or you can make some new friends at the con by playing games together. By the way, the games that we found, it was Cascadia and Wingspan, the bird game. You know the bird board builder game? That one. We love that game so much. The eggs look so delicious, but you can't eat them. They're wood. It's at the Hawaii Convention Center, November 1st and 2nd. Tickets are still available online at tabletop.oahu.com or follow them on Instagram at tabletop.oahu. We're going to be there, so you should too. We also want to send out a huge thank you to our artist for this series, Aliya, Ariani, Maryada. We met Aliya late last year, and get this, we just posted the trailer up on YouTube. Aliya commented, and it was like, thanks so much for liking this. We have been mutuals, as the kids say, ever since that moment on, and we have always talked about partnering up and collaborating on some projects, and so we're so thankful that we've begun collaborating in this way. You can find her art online, Aliya, Ariani, Maryada. Head over to the links in the episode descriptions. There should be a link to her YouTube account. Make sure to go take a listen to her series Woo Woo, as well as a link to her Instagram account, which is where she posts all of the great artwork. She's had a series of K-pop Demon Hunters art that we just absolutely love. Lastly, this series is not possible without the support of our patrons. You can support this podcast for only $5 a month. Silver Knights get access to Dome, which is a bi-weekly talkback podcast about the Copper Guard, which is our usual series that is running. We're also going to be having a talkback about Dawn Patrol once it all wraps up at the end of October, which is also going to be available on the Patreon. You also, and I think this is the number one selling point, get access to every episode of Dawn Patrol right now. That's right. If you don't want to wait week to week to find out the rest of this story, all episodes are already available online on our Patreon. There is also a character creation episode that is only on Patreon. So that's an exclusive. If you want to know the intricate details, mechanics, and inspirations behind the characters of Dawn Patrol, head online. So to recap, episode 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all available on Patreon now. Patreon.com/Our Collective Imagination. That's OUR Collective Imagination. Or better yet, click on the link in the episode description. Without further ado, let's get back to the show. The crack of a mobster energy drink. The white cans. That's right. We're getting a little too close to brands, so we got to start differentiating. Very crisp, very clean. There's a long night ahead of you. You're first to arrive. Officer from the HPD does knock at your window, but the moment you say Junior Silva, he just goes, all right, yeah, sounds good. See you at Jordan's birthday party.
What's getting around?
Oh, pretty shave ice.
The truck we've discussed.
Yes.
It's a very tiny K truck.
Okay.
He has a K truck.
Are those the little Japanese trucks?
It's the little Japanese
where
trucks.
He's on the other side?
Yep.
I love it.
Austin couldn't, but Makana, that's a different story.
Exactly.
But sure enough, after a little bit of waiting, moped
Oh my gosh.
makes a full stop next to you.
I love that you could have a moped sound, but you made it yourself.
Yep.
Ring, ring, ring.
Connor, Makana, as you two lock eyes with the understanding of the night that's about to unfold, what do you do?
As Connor rolls up, Makana immediately throws a shaka and he gets out of the truck. He has an extra can with him. He has an extra can of Mobster energy drink.
Yep, white can.
And he hands it to Connor.
Oh, no ways. This is like my fifth one today. And he cracks it open.
Yeah, I think we're going to be here for a while, so...
You know, I'm always in the mood for a stakeout, so I think we catch this ghost.
So, I don't know if you've been to this exact path, but there is a route through the forest.
I know that place.
You've you know of the waterfall here?
Yeah, I've been a couple times with my friends, typically just for like B-roll or something.
Okay, so I have a general idea where it's been searched. See if we can find something that the police can't.
Yeah, I know I'm prepped for the journey, but are you? He looks down at your slippers.
Listen, don't worry about me. I've trekked through far worse. And if it's muddy, there's nothing better than barefoot.
Okay, just like how leptospirosis isn't a thing either.
As long as you don't have any open cuts, should be fine.
He shrugs and they continue on.
All right. You're kind of parked at the end of Nu'uanu Pali Drive before it feeds back onto Pali Highway. So there also is the matter of the actual Morgan's Corner. That place is also accessible to you thanks to Junior Silva.
I think now would be the time. It's the start of a mystery. I want to connect the dots.
All right. You are beginning investigation. Why don't you roll plus sharp?
I rolled a 4, and then I have plus 2 sharp, so I'm at 6.
6 is still a fail.
Wait. You could help out. You could help
Should I have him help, or should I just be the guy and use the first luck?
right now.
You can use a luck.
I could. I
You
also
can use
have
a luck.
the flake special. I still don't understand what that means.
What is it? What does it
When
say?
you spend a point of luck, pick an aspect of the current situation. What other conspiracies that aspect connects to? Are you choosing luck?
I'm gonna choose a luck.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna judge you. I'm
Mark-
not judging you.
Mark a luck. You are
You don't get
connecting
these
the dots.
back.
But I get 3 hold. Does the aspect thing, how much benefit is that to me right now? That I would do this instead of having him help me.
We can play out the flake special.
Gotta do it at some point.
Yeah.
I'll be the one.
Okay. That's exciting.
I know we're gonna head to the falls and everything, but maybe we could check out the crime scene real quick.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt. Yeah, you know what? Let's go.
All right, sweet. It's a pretty spooky, kind of cool spot. I've taken a bunch of footage over there. I kind of want to take some more.
You bring out your camera. Start by filming just some B-roll shots of the area. You're at the actual corner itself. You're filming up at the trees. Moonlight, you can just barely see it beyond the leaves. And there's something unnatural that doesn't look like branch or tree line for a moment that you zoom in on, grab a flashlight, point it upwards to look through the camera again, and you still see that it wasn't entirely cleaned up, this place. But you see the conspiracy that it connects to. Connor knows for certain whatever was done here, this wasn't a normal or natural murder. Something weird, and I don't know what Connor's interpretation of what supernatural is, but something supernatural occurred.
Oh my gosh.
Please, Paco.
What body
let
part?
Sienna be dead.
What body part? Hand?
Yeah.
How far up is it?
You can probably climb.
He looks up and he kind of just points to kind of show Makana that it's there. Having been on the internet since he was a kid, he's seen it all. So he's kind of a little desensitized to this type of stuff. I mean, you know, there is still a real gritty nature to it because it is real life. But
He's not screaming and going, ew, ew, ew.
yeah. He's like, should I climb after it or something? Or
Let me give you a boost. I definitely cannot climb up there.
all right.
Here, let me shine the flashlight.
I would say this is a good time to get B-roll, but that's kind of crossing some boundaries for me. So I'm gonna put the camera away. And he begins climbing.
All right. You do so with ease, with the boost provided to you by Makana. As you head up the branches, grab a towel,
Yeah, I guess.
wrap it around, this piece that has been left behind. From where you're at, you can see Morgan's Corner. It's still residential. There are houses, townhouses all around you. There's lights on in one of the houses, a 2-story. And it occurs for a moment that, depending on what time of night this was, there could have been people here that might have seen what happened.
How does the part look? Is it still mostly intact, like it was a clean cut, or was it just like, is it mangled?
I think we might be investigating a mystery.
Maybe I like that idea.
Why don't you roll to investigate a mystery?
I got a 10 with a +2.
Nice.
So
On a 12 plus, you may ask the keeper any question you want.
big brain mode. What is being concealed here?
What is being concealed here? As you're looking at the hand and looking around at this area, the degree of what has transpired feels not by accident, but targeted and intentional. This person was killed for a reason, and whatever killed it or whoever killed it, actually you're pretty confident in saying whatever, probably had a good time doing so. And all at once, you hear a guttural roar from deeper in the valley.
Hey, better get down quick.
Connor swiftly wraps up the hand and I guess puts it in his backpack, right?
Okay.
They gotta put this in somehow. It's
Yeah, you know, pocket's big enough. Well, a pocket is big enough for a hand.
Well, you're right.
Dude, I found a hand. Do you know whose this is? I guess. Why are we here?
Did you by chance see a tattoo on that hand?
Yeah. Looks like traditional Hawaiian or something. It's probably, not traditional Hawaiian. It's probably just it's probably his family name in cursive or something, you know what I mean?
The tap out symbol.
Was there little specks of
Bro, just look at the hand. He takes it out of his backpack.
do I recognize that as Dixon's hand?
Yeah. In fact, a memory rings out of seeing that hand as you're pushed off to the side on the ground, looking up, as this hand with a gun is firing off into somebody years ago.
That used to be my brother. Not anymore, but still, that was my partner, Dixon.
Yikes. You want the hand or something, I guess?
Yeah, I'll hold it. Let's get out of here.
Are we gonna go to the falls, or?
I just don't want to be here.
I mean, you heard that roar, right?
Yeah, you couldn't miss it.
How, open-minded are you?
Please don't start. There's obviously someone behind this, some very sick individual.
Buddy, we don't have anything that makes noises like that out here.
I mean, I've watched your channel, or do you even believe in this stuff?
That's kind of the whole point. I'm here to see if they exist and also to catch them. You know what I mean? Just, I have a lot of ideas and I have a lot of thoughts running through my head. So if you want to get key in on that information, just tell me right now. Tell me right now, dude.
Listen, you didn't see any other body parts up there, right?
Just the hand. Just the hand.
There's a missing girl. Her name is Sienna Lau. That's the reason I'm here. I wanted your help, and I know you have other.
You needed my drone. Let's just be real. You needed my drone, so.
And it sounds like you got what you wanted to. So.
Sure. I mean, I'm not done. If you're not done, we still haven't used the drone yet.
Okay.
And I'm going to do something here.
Okay.
After hearing that roar, I'm going to use one of my connect the dots holds I'd like to ask, when and where will the next critical event occur?
There were 2 people present at the crime scene, and one person is largely unaccounted for in the mess. Where could they have gone to that they didn't turn up for nearly a week? They couldn't have gone back into the town, or else they wouldn't be missing, right? How long could a person survive like this? Intervention would be necessary. So in talking about the next critical event, it's almost like saying the next critical event would occur if you don't do anything here. That next critical event would be further into the valley, and it would be tonight.
Just like making sure anything. But do you got any like weapons or something on you?
I do. I promise protection. Don't worry about that.
All right. We're heading towards the falls now. Okay. Be brave. Be brave.
Sabrina, I want you to tell me if they see somebody on the way to the falls.
Do they kind of have to like double back? And
They got to go back down Morgan's Corner. They come to the end of Old Poly Road. Before they're able to get onto the trail, they would see Makana's K-Truck, Connor's moped, a police car with a dude chilling, just watching the trail. Do they see somebody else?
Yeah, they see the police car. They see the police car, and they see a woman on the outside of the driver's seat talking to the police officer and handing him a bag. She's giving him fresh pandesal to let her go through.
He opens up the paper bag, looks inside, smells. Yeah, I have not had this for a hot minute.
And they are all yours. I just am wondering. You
know what? Whatever you want, just go.
Okay.
Nothing's been happening for like a week, so.
Okay. Yeah, it's just because like.
Hey, don't make it worse.
Okay.
I can't talk anymore because I'm gonna have some mouthful of pandesal.
Okay.
Go.
You don't.
I know how you guys hiker types get. You just gotta be on the trail or whatever.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
And he starts slamming down some pandesal. I'd say the 3 of you clock each other as you're approaching the beginning of the trail.
Oh,
Candy? What are you doing here?
Mr. Kalanui. Yes. And YouTube guy.
Yeah, that's me actually. So.
Right. You guys are here, and you know each other, and you're here.
So we're like all locals or something?
Most definitely not. But we're all here at the same time, so...
You shouldn't be here.
No offense, sir. I could really say the same of you. I'm just... I just was gonna tell the officer I am writing a story for the library. Paper, you know.
This isn't time for stories. We're investigating.
Hey. Research is kind of my thing, so...
Is it? Oh, yeah. You get it.
You're not helping Connor.
Okay.
Listen, okay. I'm just gonna shoot straight with you guys, okay? I don't know why. Some weird stuff has been going on. And I have this weird feeling I have to save someone, okay? That's all, okay? That's all I know. I have to save someone.
Weird like this, and Makana immediately pulls out the severed hand.
I don't think that Candy has seen something like that before.
I'm like...
Ever.
I'm going, please somebody be a real person.
And I think she's going to throw up.
Dude, why did you show her that? That was,
Because this is a serious thing. It's people that I know. It's not story time.
Can you see it?
See what?
Exactly. You have no idea, and I'm just letting you know, I have no idea, but I'm gonna be very crucial to this. So I'm gonna walk, and I'm gonna go further in, and if you want to follow, that's cool, but put the hand away, and don't disappear, okay? Those The last thing. Don't disappear.
I'm gonna immediately wrap the hand up and tuck it in my backpack.
Candy starts walking.
Wait, do you have like one of those EMF like ghost readers or something, or like how can you like sense them?
What?
You said you're gonna be crucial to this. Like
Yeah.
you could see them or something, right?
I can't even... Segunda told me, okay? So, I don't know if you know Segunda,
I'm not falling for that joke.
but Segunda told me, and I work for her now, I guess. So, let's go.
Makana's immediately going to follow after Candy, and he feels bad because his past experience as a police officer, you know, he saw a lot of dark things. This is more normal to him, and he realizes he offended some people.
With our investigators, our hunters, meeting together, heading down a dark path into a deep valley with an intuition that someone here needs to be saved. I think that'll do it for tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in to Dawn Patrol. We'll be back next week.
Happy hunting.
Thank you for listening to Dawn Patrol, a collective imagination miniseries. This series stars Austin Chong Tim as Makana Kalanui, Sabrina Chong Tim as Kandili Noan, and Jacob Coulson as Connor Conway. This podcast was also produced and edited and partially scored by me, Paco Coulson. Additional music and sound design by Monument Studios, Michael Gelfi Studios, and creators on Upbeat. Dawn Patrol uses the Monster of the Week core rulebook as well as its expansion Tome of Mysteries, created by Michael Sands and published by Evil Hat Productions. Thank you to our sponsors, Raven Quill, Tabletop O'ahu, as well as our artist, Aliya, Ariani, Maryada. If you don't want to wait week for week for the next episode of Dawn Patrol, head over to our Patreon. All episodes are available now. In addition, there is a Patreon exclusive episode 0, which includes character creation, inspiration, mechanics, and all the intricate details. That's patreon.com/Our Collective Imagination. OUR Collective Imagination. We hope to see you there.